In this video, I'm going to talk about the story of the movie Don't Worry Darling. So if you have watched it or don't care about spoilers, then let's talk about it. Don't Worry Darling is a story of a woman named Alice who lives a simple life as a housewife in a peaceful town. Although her life initially seems blissful, she starts seeing cracks in this perfect picture to the point when she realizes that her real life boyfriend is a part of a matrix like project in which her memory was tampered with and she is forced to be in a simulation with him. The story ends with her killing her boyfriend slash husband and coming out of the simulation. First of all, I need to say that the story feels incomplete. When Alice unintentionally kills her husband, another character, Bunny, says that if a man dies in this world, they die in the real world as well. So her husband is dead. She also tells Alice that she needs to leave because the people of the evil Victory Project organization are coming to kill her in real life. So when Alice wakes up, there's supposed to be a dead person next to her, which she needs to get rid of. Further, she's being hunted, so she needs to be on the run and survive. Unfortunately, we don't see Alice after she wakes up. Not even her immediate reaction after she wakes up. That's a disappointment. There's a lot of the story that seems to be missing from the film. If you have watched WandaVision and this movie, you will notice a lot of similarities between them. The cast, that is connections with MCU, setting, choice of music, and the plot. In both cases, people are forced to be under the hypnotic spell of someone. This is the similar aspect. The contradiction here is that while in this movie, the women are forced to live as a housewife, in WandaVision, Wanda chooses the simple life for herself. Pointing out this difference becomes important because of the kind of messaging this movie promotes. In WandaVision, the Scarlet Witch is the villain. It's her selfish desire to have her dead lover back as her husband, her dead brother, and have two imaginary kids that drives her to take control of Westview Town. In this case, she wants to and is happy to live as a sitcom housewife as long as she can. Contrary to that, the protagonist of Don't Worry Darling is a job-oriented woman who is forced into being a housewife. In this movie, the villain is all the husband boyfriends who forced their spouses, lovers, I'm assuming, into this fake life. Is that enough reason for them to deserve death? Although there is the main villain played by Chris Pine, but not showing his personal motivation to create the simulation world, the blame shifts to all the husbands, that is, all the men. This is a controversial message to make through the film, saying that men want women to be plain housewives and that men are willing to go great lengths to achieve it. This kind of generalization is problematic. Speaking of the movie, Alice loved her life where she was busy all the time doing her job as a surgeon. So even when she returned home, she was too tired to be with her lover. The man sought a woman who was there with him spending time together. This problem can be very easily solved by them breaking up and finding different partners that are more suited to each other's likings. This should be the normal resolution of the story. The high stakes are justified by the process of entering the simulation world. The fact that it's a painful one. In the movie, those women are forced to keep their eyes open as their mind wanders in this fictional world. In both stories, the creators of the simulation world have the subjects under their control by constantly having their voices in their heads. This controlling voice in their head is shown to be very painful. Both the villains, Wanda in WandaVision and the husband Jack in Don't Worry Darling, justify their side by saying that those forced into this simulation were living miserable life prior to it. Although the villains might have assumed this, there must be some truth to it. Here comes the debate between wanting a happy but controlled life or a life with complete free will but chaotic. What will you choose? I feel there is no wrong answer, and one can choose any scenario between the extremes so long as every individual has a say in it. People should have the freedom to decide what to prioritize in their life, family or job. Similarly, every person should have the freedom to marry the kind of spouse they prefer. If still relationships don't work, then it's the mistake of those individuals and not a generalized problem. This, I feel, should be the takeaway from WandaVision and Don't Worry, Darling. Thank you.